We live in a world where people often find it easier to explain why they haven't achieved their goals rather than striving to make them a reality. Excuses have become the convenient escape route that allows us to justify why we're not where we want to be. But let me tell you this, excuses are nothing more than limitations we place on ourselves. They are the walls we build that separate us from our full potential. You see, success, progress, and personal growth don't come from talking about what's wrong with the world or your situation. They come from taking responsibility and doing what needs to be done, no matter the obstacle. Today, I want you to stop for a moment and ask yourself, are you making excuses or are you making progress? Because you can't do both at the same time. Success demands your commitment, your discipline, and most of all, your action. Excuses will keep you comfortable, but they will also keep you stagnant. If you want to grow, if you want to change your life, it's time to stop the excuses. No more justifying, no more explaining. It's time to take charge and move forward. Why do we make excuses? Let's be honest. Excuses are easy. They protect us from discomfort. When you make an excuse, you're really just trying to protect yourself from the pain of failure, sting of rejection, or the hard work required to succeed. But excuses are also a form of self-sabotage. They tell you that it's okay to settle for less than you deserve, to accept mediocrity instead of striving for greatness. They whisper lies that say you're not capable, that circumstances are out of your control, or that someone else has it easier than you.
Here's the truth. Every time you make an excuse, you lose an opportunity to grow. Excuses rob you of the lessons that come from overcoming adversity. They prevent you from learning how strong and capable you really are. Your potential is far greater than any obstacle in your way, but you'll never know that as long as you keep making excuses. The moment you stop allowing excuses to dictate your life, everything changes. Your mind shifts from "I can't" to "I will." You stop focusing on what's wrong and start looking for solutions. That's when real progress begins. One of the most powerful realizations you can have in life is this: you are in control. You are responsible for your actions, your mindset, and your outcomes. No one else can dictate your future, and no external circumstance can control your success unless you allow it to. Yes, life is tough. Yes, you will face challenges, but your power lies in how you respond to those challenges. If you allow excuses to control your life, you are essentially giving away your power. You're telling the world that circumstances have more control over your destiny than you do. But if you take responsibility, if you say, "I am in charge of my life no matter what happens," then you become unstoppable. You reclaim the power to shape your own future, no matter how difficult the road ahead may be. You see, the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not that successful people have fewer challenges. It's not that they've had an easier path or been handed more opportunities. No, the difference is in their mindset. Successful people refuse to let excuses stop them. They face the same difficulties, the same struggles, but they push through. They take responsibility for their actions and keep moving forward, even when things get tough.
Think about the most successful people you admire. Do you think they never felt like giving up? Do you think they never faced setbacks, failures, or overwhelming odds? Of course they did. But what sets them apart is their refusal to make excuses. They knew that excuses wouldn't get them anywhere. They knew that in order to achieve their dreams, they had to take full responsibility, their life and their actions. That's the kind of mindset you need to adopt if you want to succeed. Here's a harsh truth that many people don't want to hear. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success on a silver platter. There's no magic formula, no secret shortcut that's going to make everything easier for you. If you want to achieve your goals, it's up to you to make it happen. This may sound daunting, but it's actually incredibly empowering, because once you realize that no one is coming to save you, you stop waiting. You stop looking for someone else to solve your problems, and you start taking action. You become the hero of your own story. You don't need to wait for the perfect opportunity. You don't need to wait for things to get easier. You have everything you need right now to start making progress toward your goals. The only thing holding you back is your willingness to take action. One of the most common excuses people make is blaming their circumstance. If only I had more time, more money, more support, more talent. The list goes on. But the truth is, blaming your circumstances is a way of avoiding responsibility. It's a way of convincing yourself that the situation is out of your control and therefore you don't have to take action. But here's the reality. Circumstances will never be perfect. There will always be challenges, there will always be obstacles, and there will always be things that don't go according to plan. If you're waiting for everything to line up perfectly before you start working towards your goals, you'll be waiting ever.
Instead of blaming your circumstances, start looking for solution. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. Every time you catch yourself saying, "if only," stop and ask yourself, what can I do right now to move forward? Because there's always something you can do. It may not be easy, it may not be what you had planned, but there is always a way to make progress. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. If you want to achieve your dreams, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. That means facing your fears, taking risks, and doing things that push you beyond your limits. But too often, people use discomfort as an excuse. They say, "I can't do that, it's too hard," or "I'm not ready yet." Let me tell you something. You will never feel 100% ready to do something big. There will always be a part of you that feels scared or uncertain. That's just human nature. But if you wait until you feel comfortable, you'll never take the necessary steps to reach your goals. You have to be willing to embrace discomfort. You have to be willing to do things that scare you. Because that's where growth happens. That's where breakthroughs happen. The people who achieve great things in life are the ones who are willing to be uncomfortable in order to grow. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't take action, it's worthless. You can have the best plan, the best ideas, and the best intentions, but without action, nothing will change. Taking action is the only way to move forward.